Putting on the armor of God makes me feel like I'm very protected, and I'm protected through Him, and there's no evil that could really hurt me or anything like that. And it's just all the different qualities of the armor that you put on yourself when you're becoming God's army. It really helped me go through my trials.
The shield of faith stood out to me because it just told me that God always has my back, and just to pray to Him and to pray for others, for Him to go into their hearts and just save them. If they never read the Bible or anything, then He can really help them.
Like, I believed in God and I talked to Him and all that, but like I was talking to God and I was praying and I actually heard Him, and I felt like He was right behind me, and it was just kind of like renewed myself. Like, He saved me because I wasn't really going down the right path, and He told me that He'll guide me.
So if anything like comes to you, just pray to God and just think of Him, and then maybe He'll help you out, and so you won't be in so much trouble.
To me, the sword of the Spirit is very powerful and strong because when you have it, you have I feel like I have God with me all the time. He helps me through everything. Like, anytime I have a problem, you can go to the Bible.
The thing that was most clear to me about God's love is that He's still there trying to be over you and watching over you all times, just to keep on helping you through your life. But sometimes it's kind of hard because of the temptations, but you just try to pray to God to give you the knowledge.
My friends come to me for advice a lot, so I always turn to the Bible and to God to help them through their problems as well as mine.
For me, the shoes of readiness are like when the Lord calls you, you're ready to run to Him, not walk or anything, because the Lord, you want to serve Him. When somebody asks you a question about Him, you need to be able to answer Him.
The first time somebody ever asked me who was God, and we started talking for like an hour. I was telling them about God, and like 2 weeks later, my friend, he told me, he started asking him if he can go to church with me, and I started asking my mom, and she said yes. And then ever since that happened, I started wanted to start telling people about God.
The helmet of salvation to me is like a train coming through a tunnel. The train being the one-way path to the Lord, and the tunnel being the helmet of salvation, keeping you on a straight path. Because somebody's always going to throw, I guess you can say, stones at you. And if you have the right helmet on, then I guess it really wouldn't matter what they say, because you know what the Lord thinks of you.
When you're putting on the helmet of salvation, you have to tell Him that you're desperate for His help and that you want to change, that you don't want to be the person that you are now, that you want to be the person He made you to be.
I would encourage you, you know, life can sometimes have its fun times, and, you know, you have to remember that if you stay on God's path, and it would be so awesome just to be with Him forever.
Where the love of Christ controls us, because we have concluded this, that one has died for all, therefore all have died, and He died for all,